Well, today we launch, as you heard earlier, our AMA, our Annual Ministries Appeal. And to tell us a little about the theme of this year's 2023 Annual Ministries Appeal, I invite Frank Fritsch, a member of our Finance Council, to come forward. Frank is our chairman for our AMA campaign this year, so he's going to tell us about the theme and a little more insight into where your generous funding goes. Just to say that, you know, each year we really, it amazes me, each year we exceed our goal and some, and we're also, of course, contributing the most to our diocesan ministries. This year we'll contribute 61,200, I believe. That's the goal for the diocese, and then everything above that comes back to us here for our ministries and our work at Carmel Mission. So thank you, Frank. Thank you in advance for your great generosity.
Good morning. Thank you, Father Paul. It's truly an honor to stand again before you as we launch the 2023 Annual Ministries Appeal. The theme of our 2023 AMA is Faith in Our Future. But before we examine our faith in our future, we need to visit our tremendous faith in our past and present. We are all familiar with the connection to the distant past. We celebrated our 250th anniversary 2 years ago and called upon the spirit of our founder and patron saint, Father Junipero Serra, our first pastor. It was his intent and dream when he left his family and beloved homeland in Mallorca almost 300 years ago to sacrifice everything to share the good news of Jesus and reach out to the indigenous peoples of our area. It is this foundation that spurs us to show that deep faith in Jesus as we share our lovely Basilica with the pilgrims who flock here to this consecrated place. It's our responsibility to open our doors and our hearts to this special place and show our faith in our future as a connection to the past. All of us in various ways experience the Basilica and the grounds here as a very holy place. We all talk about it openly, vividly. One of the songs we often sing is number 307, In This Place. There is a line in this song that reads, "We are filled with the grace of the power and the spirit that is here in this place." It's palpable. It's real. You can't help but feel it. Each of us has a defining moment or an inspiring memory in this place. Whether it's the baptism and first communion of your grandchildren, like Mary and me, or a wedding, or a funeral, or even the blessing of our animals in the courtyard on St. Francis Day in October, or something as simple as a kind gesture of one of our ushers, or a shared donut at Crespi Hall, or a quiet reflection at one of our beautiful fountains, or a daily Mass in Stations of the Cross in the Blessed Sacrament Chapel, or a Taizé service, one of my favorites, or one of the countless personal moments for inspiration in this place. I want to thank you for your part in the successful 2022 campaign of Safe and Sound to create a foundation for the manifestation of our faith. We are proud of our heritage as teachers and living examples of Christian values and are challenged to continue that faith formation through prayer and good works that are part of our Catholic tradition. That leads me to faith in our present. Let me humbly call out some of the wonderful good works in which we as a parish are distinguishing ourselves. Our music program, in my humble opinion, is world class. Our music director, musicians, and choir are outstanding. Thank you. I want to call out our homebound ministries, and particularly our streaming Mass capability. Thank you, 2021 Recovery and Renewal, for making this possible. Personally, my wife and I and family have taken advantage of this magnificent capability to stay connected. My wife, Mary, who is recuperating from a major surgery, is watching this Mass right now. Please pray for her. Thank you to our bereavement ministry for your kind, attentive work, for those who are working through the passing of a loved one and meaningful life celebration masses. Thank you, liturgical ministry and Altar Society, for helping to create and maintain the solemnity of our masses. Thank you, docents, for your work with our pilgrims and visitors. Thanks to our book club, which allows us to study meaningful theological books and ideas. I call them the Carmel Mission Scholars. Thank you for our centering prayer ministry, established during the pandemic with Father Paul's meditations of Lectio Divina. They were outstanding. Thank you to our Bible study ministry. Thank you to the dedicated leaders and all the 90 volunteers in the highly successful Fall Gay Farm Workers Program. We are doing so much good for our farm worker brothers and sisters. We are helping the working poor. It's so inspiring. Thank you to those organizations that minister to us in this parish and nearby. Thank you, Knights of Columbus, for your great show of hospitality and care. Thank you, Knights of Malta, for your dedication to the sick and needy. Thank you to the wonderful volunteers of this parish who help with the Women's and Men's I Help Interfaith Homeless Emergency Lodging Program. It's a wonderful program. Thank you to our faith formation team for helping us hand on our faith to the next generation. Thank you to our staff who do a remarkable job with our facility and making this a place of grace for all. A very special thank you to all of our clergy. Strength in difficult times. Father Paul, you guided us through a tough transition in 2020. It is your leadership that helped us with 5 successful AMA campaigns that have given us this glorious basilica and grounds that fill us with the grace of the power and the spirit that are here in this place. Finally, let me end this appeal the way I ended in my speech last year. For all of you that have helped with your time and talent, thank you. For all of you that have contributed monetarily, thank you. And if you can volunteer and give of your time to one of our ministries, please do so. You are so welcome. Regarding monetary contributions, if you can give a little, please do that. If you can give a lot, do that as well. In conclusion, Father Paul has articulated in his AMA letter and video, it's excellent by the way, our needs in these difficult times. Our faith in our future is tied to this holy place. Let's continue to be filled with the grace of the power and the spirit that is here in this place. Thank you.